So now we have OG, Justine, and Michael that appear on our show to show us that they're struggling with their kids and their finances. I ain't gonna lie, the house in Vegas looks really nice. I mean, I know all of them basically look like that, but it looks really nice. Anyway, Justine is trying to get Michael to realize that his time being away from his kids has really affected them in ways that he hasn't yet come to mind with, especially his oldest. I think Melanie's 17. So, she went the longest without her father, and he's got two new kids. So she's probably feeling left out. But if y'all don't know, from last episode, she got into a fight and supposedly she really like did some damage to that other girl. Michael was like, let's get her into boxing. And Justine was like, are you sure? Like, I mean, he's thinking of it as like being constructive, like maybe she does need to let out some anger. And Justine's like, she need to let out a lot more than just some punches. She need a therapist and some more shit. Like, you have done emotional damage and probably damage that you just don't even realize. So they go on a little date, they decided to start boxing together. And this is where Michael decides to bring up the wedding again. He's trying to convince Justine that she does not need a big wedding and that he can go ahead and invest this money into another business. She does not want to invest in another business because she's already invested in other businesses before doing what she wanted to do. And I wholeheartedly agree with Justine. I mean, she said rental cars, credit business, the something else. And I'm like, oh, he already had business ventures. Plus, he was a rapper. Like, dude, she supported you throughout all these ventures and you was locked up. So she probably had to run a few of these businesses behind your back, and you don't want to get this girl a wedding, the one that she wants. Stop playing with me. The money you have for the wedding is probably from these ventures that you have gone on for the past 10 plus years. Like, there is a valid point to why Justine wants what she wants. So they go and meet with Michael's business partner, the guy that's wearing the bubble. I ain't never seen no bubble vest before like that. Like a hoodie bubble vest. Like, it was actually different. I don't know. It's quite interesting. They all go to the meeting, and this is supposed to be a barbershop. Now, if you look at the bottom, that don't look like no damn barbershop to me. But Michael had already pointed that out. Like, this looks more like office. I'm trying to give like open space, barbershop, like space. So then the partner brings up that it's going to cost around 100K. You see the face Justine giving? I would have gave the same face. She said, did he just say 100K? And at this point, Michael is not really hearing anything else. Now, here's my take on this whole thing. First of all, Justine should have at least listened to the business meeting and then made their decision privately. The way she walked out of this business meeting was as if she's like a little kid. And it's like, I don't know if she's been around kids for too long, but like, that's how a little girl would have handled that. And why do I know this? Because I still do this at 29. So I know for a fact it's just giving immaturity. But the fact that Michael had to chase her down the street, like, that's literally the type of shit that I would pull. And Justine has too many kids to be acting like this. She needs to woman up a little bit. And you gotta go into a business meeting knowing that this is about business. This has nothing to do with personal, nothing. As soon as I heard 100K, I would have just stopped listening. I'm not even listening to this shit because we ain't got it. The 100K going to my wedding. So I don't know why. Look, I just would have listened. And as soon as we got in the car, I'm like, oh, you was still listening? I stopped listening after 100K. I don't know why you was listening, because that money going towards my wedding. Hello. What do y'all think about Justine and Michael? I think she's going to get the wedding she wants. I personally think Michael's going to understand where she's coming from, and she's going to get the wedding she wants. So we'll see.